This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning. Welcome to the session, guys. So, in the previous session, we were talking about creation of a custom object called as positions. So, let us go and see how we will be able to go and create the rest of the fields inside the given object of this. Now, here we have gone and created a custom application called as Dell recruiting application over there, and we have created a hiring manager object, as you can see, and we have gone with that particular rest of the fields inside the hiring manager object, right? Now for our requirement, so that we will be able to go and set up this particular recruiting application of that, we are going with the positions object. And yes, there is one more object that we need to create called as candidate. We'll do that one also. Okay, but first let us go and look into that particular record Salesforce developer and Salesforce administrator. Only that particular position name is available for us in that, okay, but not the rest of the fields. So let me go and create the rest of the fields that we require inside this particular position object of this. Now in order to do that, I will be going with this particular location pick list. Yes, a global pick list value set, which we have already implemented in the previous session. So here also in the position object, we require this particular location of this. So obviously we will be going and creating a global pick list value set of that. Okay, so let's go and do that right now. So for that, I will be going to set up edit object, and then go to that particular fields and relationships of this, and let us go with that particular new field that I'm trying to create of that. So the field that I'm trying to create over here obviously needs to be a pick list, which allows users to select a value from a given list that we are going to define of this. So click on next, go to the field label and select location. Yes, and we already have a global pick list value set available for us. Then click on location, scroll down, click on next, and click on next, and click on save and new, as we have some more fields to be created inside the given object of the sub. So the next field that we are trying to create over there is nothing but the number of positions, which represents a number, yes, which allows users to enter the number inside the given field, sir, and click on next. Go with the field label, say number of positions. Scroll down, click on next, and click on next, and click on save and new. Next, let's look into another pick list where we will be going with that particular the position status. So here we will go with this particular position status and then provide the various values. Now this is not something that we will be using in each and every object of this. So obviously we normally go and enter the values inside the given pick list itself of this. So let us go and say new position. Yes, open approved in progress, right? And then you can go with the recruited as well as closed August. So this is how we will be able to go and enter the values for the given quick list and click on next. Click on next and click on save and new, and then yes, let us go with this particular next field called as open date, which is going to be a date field. Go with the field label and say open date. Click on next. Click on next and click on save and new. Let's go with this particular one more date field. We'll discuss what are all these fields and how they are going to help us. Scroll down, click on next, click on next and click on save and new. Next, let us go with that particular the contact fields of this. So this particular position must be recruited, okay, by a hiring manager of the recruitment must be done by a hiring manager for the given position of this. So obviously there should be some fields related to that particular hiring manager also of that. So click on phone allows users to enter any phone number, automatically formats it as a phone number of the sub. So let me go with that particular field label and say HR contact number. Click on next. Click on next and then click on save and new. Then we will be going with that particular email ID. Go with the field label saying HR email ID. Click on next and click on save and new, and we will be going with this particular yes currency fields. Now currency field allows the users to enter a dollar, okay, or other currency amount and automatically formats the given field as a currency amount of the sir based on that particular country that you have, okay, created this particular org of the sir. If you are in US, obviously it displays a dollar symbol. If you are in India, it is going to display a rupee symbol of the sir. So let us go and create this particular field. Let's say the field label is going to be minimum pay. Click on next and save and new. Next, you can go to that particular maximum budget, which is also a currency field. Maximum budget, right? And click on next. Click on next, and then we will be going with that particular position description, which is going to be a text area long. Now, when I say long, yes, we should be allowing the users to enter around 1,32, sorry, 31,072 characters on separate lines of this. So obviously, we will be going with this particular text area long and go with that particular field label, okay, say as position description, and click on next and click on save and new. Yes, and next we can go with this particular skills required, which is a text area which right allows users to enter formatted text, add images and links, and all those things on separate lines. Click on next and go with that particular skills required of this. Now here this is okay a text area rich format of this. So obviously you need to understand this is something where we will be able to go edit that particular text in various ways. You can change the color, you can change the font, you can change yes the size of the given text, and even you can go and insert an image into the given text field. You can apply bullets, numbering, indents, yes, and all those things of this. So next, let us go with that particular checkbox that we need to create over there. Now, a checkbox is something that we will be able to use to allow users to select a true or false value over there. Now, if you're talking about a boolean value, where you should be able to go, okay, and get a true or false value, yes or no, or something like that, then we will be using this particular checkbox of this. Now, checkbox, if it is checked, then I will assume yes, it is true. And if it is unchecked, obviously we will be able to assume it is false of that. And click on next, and you can go with that particular field label. Okay, say what was that? The new custom field that we are trying to create over there is passport required. Click on next, click on next, and then let's go with this particular another checkbox which represents travel required of this. Now it's possible while creating the given fields itself, you can either go and make those checkboxes enabled or disabled of the sub. We can do that, guys. No worries. So once we are done with that particular various fields inside the given object of the sub, okay, you can go and insert some records into the given object of the sub. Now here, let us go and see how we will be able to go okay and insert some records inside the given object okay by using all these particular fields over there. So let us go and see how we will be able to do that. So here what we will be doing over there is that let me go to that particular user interface and see how we will be able to see all the fields inside that particular position object of this and see how we will be able to insert a record into the given object. Now let us go to that particular Salesforce administrator. Yes, as only that particular field is available for us as it is a standard field available to us while creating the given object itself. I have gone and provided that particular name called as Salesforce administrator. Now let me go and edit this particular record. Salesforce administrator for the given location Delhi. Number of positions available are 2. Position status is new position. Open date obviously July 1st and the milestone date when this particular position needs to be filled okay is before this particular date over there. You can go with that particular contact number okay or the email id okay whoever it may be will fill it that okay minimum pay as you can see you will be able to see yes the dollar symbols as well as the rupee symbols based on the country that you have selected over there sir. okay, and the maximum budget, yes, and then you can go with the position description. Need, okay, strong knowledge in administration, and then go with the particular skills required over there, sir, right? C, CPP, Java, PHP, and Salesforce. Now, the text, whatever we have put inside this particular rich text field of the sir, can be bold, can be italic, can be underlined, can be, yes, striked out based on our requirement of the sir. And you can also even go, yes, and see how we will be able to, okay, go and apply the font. Yes, as you can see over there, I can increase the given size. I can even change the color also of the same. Even that can also be done over there. I can apply some bullets. I can apply the numbering. Yes, and I can align the given text whether you want it to be displayed in the center, the left alignment or right alignment. You can also go and insert an image into the given, okay, field also over there, sir. Even that can also be done over there, sir. So let me go and insert an image, okay, into this particular field over there, because we are going with the given position, okay, Salesforce administrator over there, sir. I will fetch that particular image only and insert it into the given field. Yes, you can see clearly how we have done that. And yeah, maybe I should be removing this here, okay, and then go with that particular skills, see, okay, and then make it bold, italic, right, underline, and even change that particular font also with this, and we can also go change that particular color also for the given text, whatever we have selected over there. Yes, everything looks good. And yeah, passport required and travel required. These both are nothing but the check boxes. It should be enabled, and click on save over this. And you have successfully saved the record inside the given object. So the hiring manager is going to recruit a candidate who apply for the given position over this. That is how we will be able to do that. So still we have this particular candidate object pending, okay, where we will be able to go and create this particular candidate object, okay, where based on that particular the candidate's requirement, he will be able to apply for the given position also. Let us go and see how we will be able to do that. So let me go to the object manager, sir, okay, to create a new object. Let me go to setup, go to object manager, yes, click on custom object and go with the given label, say candidate. Plural label, you can say candidates. Scroll down, allow reports, activities, track field history. Allow search and launch new custom tab wizard of this. And once we do that, go to the tab style and then click on next and click on next. Include that particular tab inside the given custom application and then save it over this. Now, normally, though, you do that, okay, sometimes it happens in such a way that until and unless you don't refresh, yes, you may not be able to see the given tab, but right now I'm able to see the given tab over there, sir. Well and good. Okay, otherwise I need to go and personalize that particular navigation bar by fetching that tab manually and display it over here, sir. Everything looks good. Candidates is ready. So let us go with the particular rest of the fields inside that particular candidate object of this. So let me go to this particular fields and relationships, and let's go and create the various fields that you require for the candidate object, so that whatever that particular candidate record that we are going to insert into the given object is going to be applying for the given position, based on which the hiring manager is going to recruit the candidate of this. Okay, that is how we will be able to implement it. So we already have the candidate name. So the next thing that we will be talking about is an auto number, a system generated sequence number that uses a display format that we are going to define of the sub, and the number is automatically incremented for each new record. Yes, reference id with the data type auto number is something where we will be able to number the records automatically upon insertion into the given object of the sub. And if you have already some inserted records inside the given object of the sub, even those records can also be auto numbered, okay, by Salesforce over the sub, based on their created dates of them. That is how we will be able to do it of this. So let me go auto number, click on next, go with that particular field label, say, okay, the very first field, reference ID, or simply we can go and say the candidate ID and all those things, no worries. And then we will be going with that particular display format, CID 000, where this particular zeros represent the number of digits that can be used inside the given number of the set. In the starting number, obviously you can either start with the 3-digit number or simply add two zeros for the given number one. Okay, and make it as the first number that we are going to use of this. Otherwise, you can simply go with this particular one or one. And yes, it's possible that we will be able to go and generate auto number, okay, for existing records of this. Enable this, okay, go to next, and go to next, and then click on save and new of this. And once we are done with that, then we will be able to go with that particular next field called as location, obviously, which is going to be a pick list of this, which allows users to select a value from a list that we are going to define of that. Okay, so obviously this is going to be a global pick list, as we already done in the previous objects of this. So the field label, obviously we'll be going with the location, go with the location over there, and click on next, click on next, and click on save and new. Let's go with the contact number field. Scroll down, click on next, click on next, and then click on save and new. The next field that we will be creating over here is an email ID. Go with that particular email ID, click on next and save and new. And then we will be going with that particular notice period of the sub. Yes, which is nothing but a pick list. Go with the field label, say notice period. Obviously, we need to go and provide the values over there like 10 days, 15 days, right? Okay, 30, 45, as well as 60. Click on next, click on next, and click on save and new. And now let's go with that particular currency fields based on that particular CTC. The candidate is taking and expecting over there. So the current CTC is used to know what is the present one, and expected CTC is something that the candidate is expecting from us of this expected CTC. Click on next, click on next, and click on save and new. Then you can go with the PAN number.
Vikram, can I ask one question?
Yes, yes, Ban Prakash, you can do that.
Yes, hi. Uh, I see like the email and the location and all these fields are in other tab. We already picked those things, right? So
Mhm.
in this particular tab where the candidate informations you are picking, I
Mhm.
was expecting it is taking from the other tab to here. It is bringing from that tab because email is already there. Um, so how the ID work out, like email ID for the manager versus email ID for the candidate?
No, 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 no. You may expecting, okay, the wrong thing over there, Banu Prakash. Why? Because I'm creating the given fields. See, when I click here, yes, these all are nothing but the values which have been stored in the cache of the browser. It's not picking from the other okay objects and all over there. Definitely not. Are you getting it? Okay,
Okay,
specifically for each and every object I'm creating separately again over there. Okay, it's not if it is already created, if you're trying to pick, then why what is the need of me creating the given fields again from first over there? No, 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 that is not happening over there. Okay, that is not happening. Whatever the values that you are able to see over here, okay, these are not the values coming from Salesforce. These values are coming from my browser. Okay, cookies.
no, that portion
Okay.
I understand it coming from the your cookies, but
No,
the
no, yeah,
question
these
is,
are yes, yes, Ban Prakash.
but my question, maybe I'm not clear. Then my question is like the candidate's email versus manager's email, right? Both name heading field label is called email. So how the
Mhm.
system will understand this email is for the candidate and this email is for the hiring manager? If the
Why?
name
Because
is
yes, yes, yes. Okay, what you're talking about, I can understand, Ban Prakash. Yes, though you are giving the same names for the given fields, but they are being created in individual objects, na? Right?
okay,
See, I'll show you. I'll show you. See, now here, if you look into students, right, and if I open a record, Vinod, here you have the contact number and you have the email ID and you have
correct,
the location, right?
right,
Three fields are available for us in hiring managers also. When I go to Naresh Kumar, here also you can see contact number, email ID, and location. And in the same way, if I go to the position, we may not have these fields inside the location, but inside the candidates, obviously you will be able to see these three fields again of them. So here, Salesforce, doesn't identify that particular field by the name itself. Definitely not. First, it will be accessing the given object. Why? Because these fields are not created, openly over there. Okay, according to my understanding, you think that these fields are created in bulk or somewhere, and from that, Salesforce is going to access them. Definitely not. Definitely not. Now, when I say object, you need to consider this particular object as a database table of the sum. Okay, as a database table. So each and every database table, yes, has a unique number over there. Okay, now here coming to this particular standard objects, as I mentioned, if I go to sales, I'll show you what exactly is happening over here. Now when I go to accounts, for the accounts, and if I open a record, you will be able to see that the given record has a specific ID over there. Can you see this? This is called
Right.
as record ID. Based on this particular record ID, yes, the 001 represents the account object over there, and
Okay.
D to followed by 5 zeros represent the org itself. Yes, the instance of the given org, and the rest of the okay code, as you can see, represents the given record. Means specifically, if you want to go and open United Oil and Gas and Corp, Salesforce will go to the database. First it will be checking for the given object. 001. So I should be going to the account object stored inside the database, and then based on that, which org related. Why? Because accounts object is available for you, for me, for everyone, because it's a standard object over there. So whatever the records are stored inside my instance, and if I edit them or update them, that should not be done for you, right? You have a completely different instance of this, a different copy of the original application over there. So then it will be checking for that particular org ID over there, and then open this particular record. So here, in the same way, each and every custom object, yes, that we are going to create over there is also going to be saved in Salesforce database with a specific IDs of this. So when I go to hiring manager, yes, and when I open this particular Naresh Kumar, obviously you will be able to see this particular ID available for us. So what is that particular, yes, object code? Okay, can you see it starts with A00. It
Right.
starts with A00. Okay, for anyone, even if you look at your instance and if you go and create a custom object from your side, you will also be able to see the very first custom object that you are creating over there will be named as A00, A01 for the second one, A02, and A03. So here A03 represents this particular hiring manager object, right? And in the
Okay.
same way, after hiring managers, I hope we gone with the positions, as you can see A04, right? And in the same way, we are going with this particular candidates. I did not insert any record, but it is going to become A05. So when you're inserting the data inside this particular objects, right? Say hiring managers. So how come Salesforce is not able to get confused while inserting the contact number, the email ID, and location? Because here we are clearly mentioning,
Going
which
with the
object.
ID.
Yes, got
Right.
it?
This is the ID for the Naresh Kumar, right?
Yes, definitely, definitely. So A03 is the object the user has opened over there. So it will be going to that particular object, hiring manager. And the instance D2000000, this is where that particular object is located. Okay, go to that particular instance. Okay, see, hiring manager object, okay, may be available only in my instance. It's not a standard object, it's a custom object. Yes, so this is not something that is universally present. Okay, it is only present in some objects of the sun. Okay, some orgs over there. But one more thing, you will be able to see A03 in yours also, right? The same
Right.
code will be applied for you also. It doesn't allows, okay, going like C03, D03, E03. No, the same naming will be done even for your objects also in your org also. So as I told you before, 001, okay, represents the account object, and A03 represents hiring manager in my org, or A03 represents some other object in your org of that. But the next okay code that you are able to see represents what kind of instance that we are talking about. Then specifically it goes to my okay instance over there and picks out this particular record. Yes, and inside that you will be able to see the email ID being displayed out there. In the same way, for each and every object, you have specifically okay some fields created only inside the object. That is how Salesforce will be able to access the given fields, not directly. Okay, you can't simply go and say Salesforce inside the given, okay, go and insert some value inside that particular email okay field of this. No, definitely not. Okay, why? Because there are so many objects available for us, okay, which contains the same fields again and again. You can't use one field in another object, okay, and it is not also possible for us to go and insert value in one field such that it will be displayed in all the fields in all the objects also. Definitely not. Individually you need to go and pick up that particular record, and then only you will be able to insert the data of that. Got it?
Yes, I got it. I mean, I have to do more practice to understand in deeper way. Suppose if you're checking instead of Naresh Kumar, some other hiring manager is also there, right? So
Yes.
if you open that guy, this Manish Rathore, uh, this is A003 that representing
Definitely, each and every record being inserted into the given objects has a unique record.
right,
Okay, unique record ID. You can observe over here. Okay, the first part of the given ID, you can see it's same
right,
A03 because it
right.
belongs to the hiring manager, the same
Mhm,
instance. But if you look into the rest of the given idea over here is quite different when compared with Naresh Kumar of the sir. So each and every record inside the given object, okay, is unique, and this is how Salesforce will be able to okay remember that particular record based on the given ID and then display it as the output. It doesn't remember Manish Rathod, it doesn't remember the contact number, nothing. Okay, just
mhm.
it is going to fetch the given record based on that particular ID available for us of this. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Great.
Yeah. Let me go to the candidate object, and we are creating the various fields, right? So here we will be going with that particular next field. I think we stopped somewhere in the contact number, I think so. Wait, let me go and check the fields and relationships. So we got, oh, we are done already with the contact number, notice period also. Okay, and we are expecting current cities, expected cities, that is also done. And we should be going with that particular PAN number, sir, right? Click on new and go with that particular field name. Now, PAN number will be a text field. Now different types of data types are available for us. So based on our requirement, you will be able to go and select the appropriate data type, okay, which allows users to insert the values into the given fields of the sum. Now when you're going with text, obviously it will be a combination of, okay, letters and numbers of the sum. But when I say text, okay, now this is something which allows around 255 characters to be inserted into it, but you will be able to display it in a single line. Now, when you go with text area, this also goes with the 255 characters, but there is a possibility that you can go and insert it like a paragraph. Okay, something like 3 to 4 lines. Okay, individual separate lines over there for the text area. And if you're talking about text area long, then it is something like a paragraph, a huge paragraph, text area rich. We already discussed text encrypted. Now, this is something like a password field. Yes, if you think the given information must be encrypted, okay, like a password, then you can go and use this particular text encrypted field of this. So click on next and go with that particular PAN card number, okay, and whatever the values that you are able to see over here, these all are stored inside my, okay, cache over there. So my browser cache, these are what we call as cookies, okay, because this is not the very first time I am doing all these things, so it saved all these things, so that that will be helping me, okay, to select the values as quickly as possible instead of typing over there. If you do that the same thing inside your browser, you'll also able to see that the browser is going to display all these values over there, sir. Okay, no worries. Click on next and click on next and click on save and new. And the next one that we are going to create over there is nothing but a passport number text. Click on next. Go with this particular passport number. The length, though it is 255 characters, you can still, okay, go and limit the number of characters that you are going to insert into the given field. We can do that, no worries. And click on save and new. And now we will be talking about pick list multi-select. And when I say pick list multi-select, you need to understand, okay, the difference between a pick list and a pick list multi-select is that in pick list you will be able to go and select only one value of this. But when you're talking about, okay, a pick list multi-select, then you need to understand that you will be able to go and select multiple values inside it of this. That is how we will be able to do it of that. So let us go and see how we are going with this particular pick list multi-select. Yes, click on next, click on next and click on save and new. And the last field is going to be a number field where we are going with this particular years of experience. That's it. And click on next, click on next, and we are done creating the given object inside our application of this. When I click on candidates and click on new, you are able to see all the fields being displayed over there, sir. And the reference ID, as the name suggests, it's an auto number. So until and unless you insert a record, that particular record is going to be numbered, okay, by Salesforce using this particular reference ID of this. That we will be seeing in the next session of that. So any queries, Banu?
No, thank you for resolving those questions. Just one quick question. In the real world, people will give you some kind of a screen, right? Like I want to show this is a screen. like location should be there in the candidate list or contact number or email ID. In the real world, I'm talking about the from your experience, I'm asking.
Mm.
So they give you some kind of a screen, like, okay, my screen should be look like that, and then our job is to make it uh,
Uh, yeah, it happens. Okay, it happens. Okay, but instead of screens and all those things, the user interface is what you are able to see over there. Okay,
mhm.
they will be able to go and provide us a task in the form of a story, whatever the user interface, however it may be. Okay, whatever the order it may be, if there is a specific order to be maintained over there, then definitely they will be mentioning that inside that particular story and task over there, sir. If
Okay,
not, okay, it depends on the organization. But yes,
right,
specifically
right.
they will be mentioning that. Okay, if they want, okay, this particular object to be created, obviously you will be able to see the various fields that you need to go, okay, and use them inside the given object. Okay, we will be able to get that information. No worries.
Okay, that's great, Vikram. So what's our objective? Like we are at the end of the class, we will be fully fledged design this Dell recruiting application. That's the object, or how you things moved forward?
So you are asking me how we will be moving forward in the next session
Yeah,
that we're
like
talking
I
about.
don't have the syllabus so far. So can you send me the syllabus also? Like
Yeah,
what
you,
things
you
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 can?
can please contact the organizer. Okay, at
Okay,
the beginning of the sessions itself, we will be okay distributing that particular curriculum and all okay to the candidates out there. So please
mhm.
contact the organizer. He will be able to help you with those things. Okay,
Sure, sure, I will.
so yeah, so once we are done with the custom application, whatever we created over there, we will
Hmm.
be inserting records, some sample records, show three. That's it, and
Hmm.
then we will be going with that particular next topic called as validation rules. Now see,
Hmm.
we created the objects, we created the fields inside the given objects, okay, and
Hmm.
how come we will be able to go and set up some validation for the given fields inside the objects. Now here you can see the contact number being inserted into the given field over there, sir, and I made it mandatory by required, making it as required so that we require some value inside the given field. What
Hmm.
if, okay, I say, please call me.
Hmm.
Yes. What
Okay.
exactly do you think by this particular message inside the contact number? Does
No,
Salesforce should be allowing us to save the
no.
given record, or Salesforce should simply display an error saying that, hey, what you are entering, Vikram, that is a contact number. Why are you inserting? Please call me. So this is not valid data that you're putting inside the given field, right? So by
Okay.
default, okay, Salesforce doesn't have any kind of validations of that except this particular email id. Okay, by default email id as per the data that you selected over there, sir, has some validation. I'll show you what is that, sir. If you're not providing that particular email id as per the format at the rate followed by dot over there, sir, then you will be able to see an error message being displayed over there, sir. Enter a valid email address such as name@email.com. Okay, until
Mhm.
and unless you do so, you won't be able to save the record. So this is the only one standard validation rule that is going to be fired by Salesforce for the given field email over this. But rest of them, we need to go and create that. That we will be seeing in our next session. Okay, how you will
Okay.
be able to validate, okay, some specific fields inside the given object, not all, okay, but some specific fields. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, that's all for today, Banu. Thank you. Have
Thank
a
you.
good day.
Thank you, Vikram. Thanks a lot.